Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got...
Has a shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's picked it up out wide. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Dixon. And he's heaved it away. And it's Kimmich. Oh, well measured. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's rather hopeful. Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No goals as yet. Bellingham. It's roll! And for a moment, time stood still. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. The ball has bounced loose now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's definitely not his best. He can run onto that. Rivaldo. He's beaten. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split second. second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Punched away. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's having a go! Goal! Arsenal! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Kimmich. And he's had it nicked away. Forlan. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cleared away. Gilberto Silva, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good take in a good area. Roll! Rodri with the clearance. Taken back almost at once. And they can counter here. And this is Rivaldo. Forlan. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Looking here to chip it through. And that has been knocked clear. Rodri, can he get on the end of this? That has ended up in no man's land. A probing pass. Now, can they get it back? Mbappe! Really well taken goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, how's that for a class finish? That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's had a hit. That's a half-decent try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
.60 played. Now it's Owen. Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Kimmich's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's not played the ball. That's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Serginho. And here's Mbappe. The muscular approach does pay off here. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Serginho.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter.
Shapes the shoot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have a breakthrough. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dixon. Looking for options for movement.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And it's Owen. 5 minutes to add. Bellingham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul. No two ways about it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, good stop. It had to be. And that is the last effort of the game. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was very, very good. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got the goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He's Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
No, it's come to nothing. Gilberto Silva. Serginho. Now it's Raul. Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Now it's Owen. That ball looks a good one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gilberto Silva. Passes short and sharp. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk can get it clear. And it's Scholes. Raul purring through the gears. No way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rudiger. Serginho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Searching pass he's played there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. Serginho. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's made its way to him. Decent chance! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid, and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Bellingham. Mbappe. Big chance! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Bellingham. Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? And this is Owen. Cross flung in towards the middle. Real chance! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Raul at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different
Finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled.
It's goals! Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Kukchu going full tilt down the right-hand side. Good read, needed to be. Milan have a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Manchester United are down to 10 men. Oh, this looks sharp. Scholes. Scholes! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gilberto Silva is there, and he can pick it up. Pass is off target, and that was very necessary. Mbappe. Now, oh, he's been caught napping. So gets his head on it. They've scored. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? Great chance! It's in! And that for him is goal number 10.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Milan are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, that has not gone well. Great vision. Kukchu providing an outlet on that flank. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Out to the left it goes.
Might want to be careful there.
And it's Kukçu. Kimmich. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And he's straight offside. Can he get on the end of this? Some resolute defending there. Bellingham. And he's having a go. That's an imaginative pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break...
Takes a shot! It is a very, very good save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gets his head on it! Goal, Milan! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Chelsea finding themselves real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Milan have their second corner now. And it's Serginho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's gone loose. He's found roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Scholes. And this is Owen. He's in a good position here. And now they can clear their lines. That is ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Poor robust challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Serginho. That'll be a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a cute ball. And it's made its way to him. Good read, needed to be. And here comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Raul. And that's another good win of the ball. We've got 5 minutes till half time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Aims beyond the defence. It's Raul! Oh, split-second reaction.
Raul is offering a right smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Park Ji-sung. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so simple. Rudiger. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Owen. Mbappe played out wide. And it's Serginho. Great run on the overlap here. That looks a good cross. And this is Bebeto. Now it's Messi. Oh, super find. Bebeto tries a shot. And it's in.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, good ball. And the finish! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Owen! It's flew. Chance for a shot! And that would have won it.
Bellingham really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. That was well seen too. Good.
Here's a chance! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
They've played it short. He's having a shot! Should have equalised.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe, he has found the way through.
Milan really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
I think we're just about done here. Now it's Raul. Bernardo Silva did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cafu. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody.
Chi che te lo Naya. What you doing on that? I'm sure I got you for there's 1 hour now. You know 60 something. I'm not talking about power bank. You know 60 something. I don't do 10. Yeah.
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether...
Osimhen! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Messi is there and he can pick it up. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Raul knocks it into space. This looks promising. Mbappe and the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Raul. And this is Owen. Raul. Van Dijk. Can he get on the end of this? Rudiger cuts out the pass. And back to the goalkeeper. Rudiger. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. He's had a shot. It's a goal. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan are doing very... Takes a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. And he cuts out the supply.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Mbappe. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Raul. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Big chance! Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Rudiger. That pass has been well intercepted. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's got the beating of his man. And he can clear it away. Ball is over the line. And he's had a hit. Now, who's going to be first to this? Neuer trying to keep this in. Shapes to shoot. Good effort. And it is right on half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further, I'd always be inclined to go for the latter. Go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're off again. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Bellingham. Nice control. Bellingham powering forward here. Bellingham! And that was very necessary. Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. Taken back almost at once. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Baresi does well to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Scholes. It's Scholes! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He gets big. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Owen is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
He's in a great position here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls away before the whistle goes.
And it's with the keeper. And the keeper takes decisive action. Van Dijk producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, this is surely their last chance. And he's heaved it away and smartly reclaimed. Messi tries to play it through. Gilberto Silva gets it clear. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So off we go then.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Referees come over. It's a red card. Boca Juniors, already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Mbappe! Decent hit from there. Raul. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Owen. That's a good ball out wide. And they've got rid and claimed it back swiftly. Kimmich. Raul. Serginho. Rudiger. Now Gilberto Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Raul. Now it's come to nothing. And he's gone looking for safety. Lewandowski. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Beckham. Scholes. And they've got a throw. Pass somewhat off target. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. No way through. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with...
It's Raul! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Serginho. And he's worked it through. He has a look up. And that is expertly dealt with. Neuer with the clearance. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bellingham. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now it's Kimmich. He's picked his way through. He slings it in. Benatia attempts a clearance. And it's Bellingham. Raul. Out to the left it goes. Oh, easy pickings there. Owen. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. That's going to go a long way. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now, this could be a chance. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich gets it away. They get a throw in. Gilberto Silva. Boca Juniors appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, that's fabulous. Robertson gets rid without sophistication. Great vision. Makaleli. Ah, he's given it away. Mbappe. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Kimmich. And it's Bellingham. Now that's well seen too. Gilberto Silva. And this is Raul. Makaleli proves too strong, too smart. Raul. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nicked it back promptly. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that has not gone well. Look at the space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Lewandowski. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So bring it on. Hike, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
There's the whistle. Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Now it's Mbappe. Played out wide, and that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Mbappe, and he's worked it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Baresi. It's Kimmich. And it's Bellingham. Baresi. That's Rudiger. And it's Scholes. Quarter of an hour played. Mbappe! He's tried one! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And Milan have the lead. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan are in front now. The game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Owen. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Kimmich making good progress on the right-hand side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roll! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Aims beyond. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Rooney. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham. Now it's Raul. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Knocks it into space. Well played, well sorted out. Ball's gone out of play. Nicely shaped ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. They've played it short. Rodri is onto this. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a throw. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's picked it up out wide. Scholes. Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game. And he shoots! And he's following up! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No way through there. Bellingham. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham gets flagged offside. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Scholes. Raul. This might spell danger. Chance! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kimmich. Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. And he's surging through. Shoots! Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And it's Messi. Kimmich. It's Bellingham. Scholes. Out towards the flank. Oh, it's played. It's a mighty effort. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Bellingham gathers from the goal kick. 4 extra minutes added on. That's headed upfield. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the referee brings it to a close. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute.